Hey, what is up guys, this is Norman 3000. 2025 marks the 15th birthday of Pony, our Suzuki Jimny JB43 from 2010. And as of today, Pony has been with us for 2 years and 2 months. Join me once again as I review Pony for 2025. Let's talk price. We bought Pony last October 30, 2022. She costed 360,000 pesos or about $6,100. The odometer then was about 65,000 kilometers and now it sits at about 85,000. We have put a ton of upgrades and maintenance on her and we have discussed this at length on our 500-day Jimny review. Check that one out. For a quick rundown, the upgrades cost about 150k and maintenance costs since then have been about 50k. Essentially, to get to where we are now, Pony is at about 570k. While I am fully aware that with 570k pesos, this is already a brand new vehicle, this is what I aim to tackle in this video. Was it worth it buying a second-hand car over a brand new one? For now, let's talk about my experience. For the looks and the exterior, I still love our mall crawler 2 years later. It still evokes joy when we see it. While the third generation of Jimny is often looked at as the ugly duckling of the 4 generations, it still has its quirky and unique charm. With regards to uniqueness, the aesthetic upgrades that we did like the yellow paint job, bull bar, snorkel, small roof rack, and the shovel at the back, it really adds to the feel of a big boy's big toy. Other things we really love about the Jimny are the good ground clearance and the compactness. The Philippines is a flood-prone country, so this ground clearance is really great. The small stature really makes it easy for parking as well. Taking a look inside, this is where the Jimny falters, especially for utilitarian purposes. First is the seating configuration of 2+2. While the front seats are okay, the back is honestly not. It is a pain to get in and get out, especially if you have senior citizen passengers. Over the past 2 years, I kind of get guilty or embarrassed with my senior citizen aunts when they ask me to drive them around, as it literally is a chore for them to get in and out of Pony. Aside from the difficulty in going in and going out, the space feels very cramped. 2 thin, average-sized Filipino passengers will be fine, but if you are tall, fat, or both, the back seats are straight up uncomfortable. Moving to the back is the cargo space. This space is just too small. While yes, you can fold the seats, it poses another set of problems. The stock headrest needs to be removed before it can be folded. We actually replaced the stock headrest of our Jimny to no longer require removing of the headrest. And even then, this does not fold flat, giving a weird incline to your cargo. 2 more things I want to point out that I didn't like initially about the Jimny are the stock entertainment system and the stock aircon. While I can excuse the stock entertainment system since this came out from 2010, I have to point out that this also has 1 pair of abysmal speakers. And the head unit itself neither has a USB or Bluetooth functionality. This has been remedied with the Stapon S8 and a pair of better speakers. I have a review of the Stapon S8, a follow-up review, and another 1-year review. Check that one out here in my channel. The latter issues with the stock aircon are literally unbearable, and I do mean literally. If you are on idle, expect the car to get warm, to get hot very quickly, as the aircon fan is weak. We had to have this overhauled. Thankfully, almost 2 years later after the overhaul, the aircon never had any issues. Other things we added inside the car are the dashcam, seat cover, armrest, chargers. Links are all down in the description below. Now we get into the driving experience. A bit of a context here first. Prior to the Suzuki Jimny, the cars that I was driving on a regular basis were the Isuzu Crosswind 2006, Mitsubishi Mirage 2015, Toyota Innova from 2016, Hyundai Accent from 2016, and Honda Brio from 2019. Those are all utilitarian cars, so expect my comparison and comments to be with respect to these cars. There's no mincing words here. The Jimny is literally the worst ride of them all. It accelerates slow, the top speed is slow, and the rides are generally bumpy, or matagtag in Tagalog. I have had the death wobble and tie rod fixed, but this did nothing to improve the ride. I don't really have anything to say here, so let's move on. For the gas consumption, the Suzuki Jimny is also the worst. So what I do is this. I do a full tank, set odometer to 0, and then drive. On my next trip to the gas station, I ask for another full tank, I take note of the liters, I divide the value on the odo by the liters. And for 2 years, the values are like this. For the city, it's about 6 to 7 kilometers per liter. On mixed, it is about 8 to 10 kilometers per liter. And on highway, the most I could get was about 11 to 13 kilometers per liter. Since this is a second-hand car, I do have to mention some maintenance issues I did. So before buying, I did bring a mechanic to help me assess if it was in good condition. Given the mechanic's go, we bought it. I have already discussed the maintenance in more detail in my 500-day review, but for a quick rundown, here it is again. A new battery, new bulbs, PMS, radiator flush, replace the shock, tires, spark plugs. I also needed to have the radiator itself replaced last year in 2024 as it had been leaking. For major issues, we had a broken spindle, death wobble, and loose tie rods. And we had all of those fixed. Aside from those, nothing else, just regular normal PMS. For 2024, we never had any issues aside from the leaking radiator, which we were able to identify. One time, our battery died, but this was due to my negligence, so overall, a fairly non-problematic 2024 or year 2 for the Suzuki Jimny. So, where does that leave us with the Suzuki Jimny from 2010? Let's do a quick pros and cons first. For the pros, it is small so it is easy to park, it has high ground clearance, it has good looks. For the cons, it is slow, bumpy, the gas consumption is very inefficient, there is limited space for cargo and passengers, and it is relatively expensive. For the whole video, it seems like I'm dissing our beloved pony, but the truth is, these are just honest observation. First and foremost, the Suzuki Jimny line itself is well aware that it's not meant to be a family hauler or a cargo carrier. This is not a utilitarian vehicle by any means. If you want a vehicle to carry your family, do yourself a favor and look elsewhere. The Jimny is more of a luxury and I have no problems admitting that. In 2022, this 2010 Jimny cost about 360k. At that time, you could have gotten a post-2016 sedan which will serve a bigger family better. Our family is composed of me, my partner, and our 2 dogs. The back seat is spacious enough for our Corgi and our Pomeranian, and the cargo space is enough for groceries for 2 peoples and 2 dogs. What I'm saying is, for our use case, the Jimny is enough. What we really wanted was a yellow FJ Cruiser, but those are just extremely expensive even on the second-hand market. We can probably afford one, but personally, I have loved the idea that after shelling out about 570,000, this Jimny is now ours. No more monthly interests, no more monthly payments. Look, I am not saying to go out and buy a second-hand car. No, of course not. I am extremely lucky to have bought a second-hand car that works well 2 years in. As always, do your own research before buying a second-hand car, bring your own mechanic, anticipate maintenance expenses, and make sure you like the car you will be buying. Ultimately, is it practical? No! Did I regret buying it? I may sound like a broken record at this point, but I love our Suzuki Jimny. This luxury expense has given us more than 2 years of smile, fun, and adventure as Pony turns all our small errands like grocery shopping, meal tea runs, and going from point A to point B into a fun little adventure. The fact that I barely had any trouble over the past 2 years shows how reliable Japanese cars are. And if Pony is still running 2 years from now, I will be much happier with the purchase. For now, happy 15th birthday Pony and happy 2nd birthday with us. More birthdays and adventure to come. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Consider like, sharing, and subscribing if you found this useful. This has been Norman 3000. See you soon and safe travels.